tonight on the Bayou Breakdown. LSU takes this year's Magnolia Bowl with an overtime win against Ole Miss. Big-time playmakers get recognized for their efforts on the national stage and the preparation that one team is doing to get ready for the competition. All this and more, the Bayou Breakdown starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bayou Breakdown. I'm Madeline Frentress.
And I'm Jada Ferris.
Now, Jada, you know first thing on the agenda has got to be talking about Saturday.
Best game I have ever been to. Storming the field, that new light show, they're probably never going to do it again because the people throwing the bands on the field, but I cannot complain. Top 10 moments of my LSU journey, and I think I had the best time. Never will forget it.
So exciting. I mean, Brian Kelly has talked about playing complimentary football all year long. We've heard him week after week. And for them to finally be able to pull that off, play complimentary football, defense and offense, be a balanced team, it was really exciting. But to say it was exciting would be an understatement. And that Tiger defense was something to talk about, and we'll get into it later. But Tiger TV's own Kennedy Banks broke down just how big of an impact they had.
LSU football pulled off an absolute stunner tonight here at home, defeating the number 9 Ole Miss Rebels 29-26. Those 26 points were the second lowest amount of points that high-powered offenses scored all season. The LSU defense came in clutch tonight.
6 games into the season, and the LSU defense seems to finally be clicking. Prior to tonight's matchup, Coach Brian Kelly has stressed playing complementary football for the defense, and they went above and beyond tonight.
Can't say enough about the defensive effort tonight. Sacks, harassing the quarterback, making the big plays when they needed to. And, you know, that's what we've been talking about in terms of, you know, getting better each and every week on both sides of the ball. That was complimentary football for us. And you have to do that to beat a top 10 team.
It seemed to be big play after big play for the defense, and the D-line was front center, sacking Jackson Dart 6 times, recovering and forcing 2 fumbles, and not to mention the tackling clinic that was put on by Whit Weeks and Braden Swinson. It was an electric night for the front four.
For our defense, I mean, there was never a doubt from any moment in that game that we weren't going to win that game. I mean, we knew we had to keep fighting. We had a turnover. We knew we had to go out there and get a stop, and that's what we were able to do.
Not only were there big plays up front, but in the backfield. A group that has been criticized limited offensive production for Ole Miss. Zy Alexander grabbed an interception. Ashton Stamps and P.J. Woodland were integral in limiting Trey Harris all night, and there was even a safety sack. It's safe to say this group was on another level.
That's our mindset. Each and every week, we come out and we want to dominate the offense. Coach Bay put us in the best position. We just got to go out there and execute.
The defense that showed up tonight was the key that unlocked this big SEC win, and it looks like they're getting hot at just the right time.
While there are 6 straight SEC games on the horizon, with the defense playing like it did tonight, this will need to be the first of many performances as the team looks to get into the college football playoffs. For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Kennedy Banks.
After a massive victory, the team will look ahead to its impending matchup this weekend against rival Arkansas.
Now, Saturday's win couldn't have come if it wasn't for those playmakers on both sides of the ball who got some conference recognition Monday afternoon. On offense, Garrett Nussmeier, who threw for over 330 yards and had 3 touchdowns, even authoring that crucial game-tying drive in the final 2 minutes of the game, along with that game-winning touchdown in overtime, earned him SEC Offensive Player of the Week. Now on defense, Whit Weeks and Braden Swinson both got some recognition for the team's victory. Weeks achieved a career-high 18 tackles with 1 sack, which won him SEC Defensive Player of the Week, while Swinson also made an impact with 8 tackles and 2 sacks, snagging him SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Now, Madeline, I've been saying since that Florida game last year that Braden Swinson is a guy to watch. He's had 7 sacks this season. He's on track to break a record, and I just think he'll do it. He's a hungry guy. Whit Weeks, he's young. He's just as hungry. And, you know, it's a 40 and a 40 thing. We saw it with Harold Perkins and Jackson Dart my freshman year, and now we're seeing it again with the new 40 Whit Weeks. What about you? What about Garrett Nussmeier? I think he's crazy good.
He's, you know, you were talking about them being hungry. I think another one that's hungry is Garrett. I mean, he wants it more than anybody else. I know he got heat for that pick that he threw. He overthrew his receivers a couple of times, but he clutched up when he needed to, and I think that's what was most important.
Now, last year in Oxford, it was all about the offense, but like we mentioned earlier on Saturday, it was about that defense. The offense did come in clutch when they were needed, but it was the defense that led this team to another victory. With an Arkansas offense that has an elusive quarterback in Taylon Green, the defense will have to keep him in check if they want to leave Fayetteville with another win. Brian Kelly knows that when this team plays with confidence and they go into that game knowing they win, they actually do.
You know, to me, this has always been about, you know, your preparation is one thing, but you have to flip the switch to performance. You know, you can prepare well and you can look great in practice and you do all the things, but you have to then flip that switch to performance. It's painstaking. It's work. You have to. It takes time, and you know, with a whole new defensive staff, a whole new teaching, a communication system that we would have loved to have been here in week one. It's just taken time for it to really kind of get to the grassroots, if you will, with everybody.
The SEC is never a conference to be trifled with, and this weekend was certainly no exception as close games ruled the day in college football. Now, first up, we got Florida and Tennessee. This one would go to overtime. Tennessee would win it 23-17. Graham Mertz for Florida went 11 for 15, 125 yards and a touchdown. Nico Amaliava was 16 for 26, had 169 yards and an interception. Now, Florida probably could have come away with this one if that ball hadn't popped out in the second quarter right at the goal line. This was a close one, Jada.
Well, I think that Tennessee wasn't the only top 10 team on the road this weekend. Let's head to Tuscaloosa. Now, South Carolina, they walked into that trap and almost took it over because, you know, this is not the Jalen Milroe who has Heisman contention because he had 2 interceptions, only 1 touchdown, and finished 16 for 23. Now, I think that Alabama will have some stuff to work on if they want to head to the college football playoffs later this year. Coming up after the break, we'll dive into the reactions of LSU and Ole Miss fans on social media. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started.
Get Gordon. And get it done. Yeah, everybody know Gordon in a 225. And he done link with Big Foe. He got buku ties, Ferrari sliding, flying in a new coupe ride. And every time I ride by, I see a brand new sign. I'm with Gordon. I know that he gon' get it done. Whether it's a big truck crash or a hit and run. Recovery funds, he fighting to get a ton. Mike Epps, man, we all about the Benjamin. Handling injuries, man, are you kidding me? Gordon McKernan, that's champion energy. Yeah, family man with a family plan. Get Gordon, he gon' fix it like a handyman. Get Gordon. And get it done.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Feel bad?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't feel bad. This is the art.
The Purple Room podcast is back. And now we're live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Run by passionate students, the Purple Room delivers all the latest LSU sports and culture.
Join us for great food,
cold drinks,
and for a chance to win free loaded cheese fries.
The Purple Room, the ultimate pregame podcast party.
Live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
Welcome back to the Bayou Breakdown and welcome into Social Scoreboards. I'm Patricia Caputo. LSU fans rushed the field after their overtime win, but let's see what fans at home had to say about the W. At number 3, and Show 31 on Instagram said, "Y'all take years off my life," referencing LSU football. But something about that Tiger, I don't know what that means. Y'all can figure it out at home. Anyway, turn up. Before we get into number 2, let's talk about Ole Miss's quarterback Jackson Dart, who was dumbfounded about LSU's victory.
I don't understand how we lost, but I don't understand how we lost.
Now, Trapp on TikTok seemed to have the answer for Anakin Skywalker. Trapp said if maybe they'd spend as much time preparing for teams as they do on practicing flops, they may be halfway decent. Yikes. Coming in at number 1, similar to Jackson Dart, former LSU wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. was also wondering where Ole Miss went wrong.
Ole Miss Rebels! What happened?
Kiffin, what happened? Well, that wraps it up for Social Scoreboards. Now, from quarterbacks to horsebacks, reporter Gia Picarella is live in the field to preview LSU's equestrian season. Gia?
Thanks, guys. The LSU equestrian team is gearing up for their season opener, coming off of a championship win, and the team's atmosphere is anything but pressured.
The LSU equestrian team's season opener at Texas State on October 26th will be here before you know it, and the team has been working hard since school started with the hopes of having another successful season. The team has been claiming consecutive titles since 2016, and LSU alumna Caroline Barwell secured the team's first ever championship in 2023. Needless to say, the expectations for this season are high.
Oh, we're gonna miss it. Turn, go.
While some teams and organizations may feel added pressure to bring home another championship, the equestrian team has a different approach. The atmosphere is energetic, friendly, and optimistic. President Sydney Stanridge sees the increase of integrity in the riders and can't wait to see their hard work pay off at their season opener.
This is the first year that I'm looking towards our season opener and going, I don't have those nervous butterflies in my stomach. It's like, I'm excited to get out there. I'm excited to get in the ring. Every practice, there's so many people that are taking multiple opportunities to ride more and more. So I feel like we all kind of have that fire in us that we're ready to step into the ring, ready to be the best riders we can be.
The equestrian team recently added a few new members. The new riders will quickly have to adapt to a few rules that differ from the shows they were competing in before. The most challenging is riding a randomly selected horse chosen from a hat for their event with no opportunity to warm up with that horse. This allows the judges to focus specifically on the rider's technique and their ability to think on their feet. Among these new members is freshman Caitlin Wilkes. And while this idea might be frightening to some, Caitlin feels differently.
I find it really fun to just hop on a new horse and try and learn quickly and think on my feet and just figure out what they like and how to ride them the best.
But riding a random horse isn't all that bad. Usually veterans can give the rookies some insight on the horses they are riding, or they can contact another team for a better description of their personality. I know, I didn't think horses had personalities either, so Sydney was kind enough to further explain.
It's like Max. He's that big gray. He's such a big example of just long and low. He just has such a long body, and he just doesn't want to always use it, which is okay.
It's safe to say the LSU equestrian team is eager for their season to get rolling, and that the team is taking the proper steps to have another successful season.
As the LSU equestrian team gallops into their season opener, it's clear that they are doing more than just chasing titles. They're showcasing their passion. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thanks, Gia. We all know there's never a dull moment with LSU sports, so after the break, we'll check out some more action. Stick with us.
Get Gordon and get it done. Yeah, everybody know Gordon in a 225. And he done link with Big Foe. He got buku ties, Ferrari sliding, flying in a new coupe ride. And every time I ride by, I see a brand new sign. I'm with Gordon. I know that he gon' get it done. Whether it's a big truck crash or a hit and run, recovery funds, he fighting to get a ton. Mike Epps, man, we all about the Benjamin. Handling injuries, man, are you kidding me? Gordon McKernan, that's champion energy. Yeah, family man with a family plan. Get Gordon, he gon' fix it like a handyman. Get Gordon and get it done.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Feel bad?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't feel bad. This is the art.
The Purple Room podcast is back. And now we're live from walk-ons every Friday before home football games.
Run by passionate students, the Purple Room delivers all the latest LSU sports and culture.
Join us for great food,
Cold drinks,
and for a chance to win free loaded cheese fries.
The Purple Room, the ultimate pregame podcast party.
Live from Walk-Ons every Friday before home football games.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
Welcome back. Men's basketball hosted its first open practice of the fall, previewing the upcoming season. The practice was open for students to attend as well. The Tigers will be just 2 weeks and a day away from their public exhibition game on October 29th when they hit the floor Monday afternoon. They'll face Loyola at 7 p.m., and that's followed by the regular season opener on Wednesday, November 6th at 7 p.m. at home against ULM.
Sticking in the PMAC, LSU volleyball took on Texas A&M in a thrilling SEC matchup, and they did not disappoint, but it took all hands on deck to secure the win. Reporter Sophia Donez takes us into the PMAC for the nail-biting win.
It was an incredible volleyball matchup for the LSU Tigers in the PMAC against the Texas A&M Aggies. The Tigers came fired up, had incredible hits, and showed powerful hustle. It was a big day for LSU volleyball as they took down Texas A&M in an electrifying match that had the PMAC buzzing. It was a true battle with the teams exchanging momentum and intensity. Although LSU came out with the win, the road to victory was not easy.
That was the message to them after set one. It's like we're letting them control the tempo, but we're also doing the work and giving them all their points too. And so we have to be better than that. And we just got better as the match went along, and our confidence, you could see it, started going up after set one, and we were just able to maintain that.
Texas A&M set the tone early, taking the first set as LSU's defense fell short. The Tigers quickly regrouped, showing their grit in the second set, and with standout offense performances from Journey Robinson, LSU roared back. Journey stunned with 23 kills and 11 digs.
But I just keep that confidence over and over, just reminding myself, even when I make mistakes, just reminding myself over and over helps me maintain that that toughness that I always have.
LSU followed it up with another strong performance to take the third set. Defense seemed to tighten, and their offense started clicking. But Texas wasn't going down without a fight, as they took the fourth set 25-14. The Tigers struggled to get back on their feet, but successfully did through communication.
We've been putting a big focus on our communication in between plays, how are we going to respond when they make a good play against us.
In the final set, the atmosphere in the PMAC was electric as both teams fought for every point. The Tigers were able to find cracks in the Aggies' defense, allowing them to win 15-10. Had the defense been stronger, the Tigers' fight would have been easier.
If we can just learn how to be steady and consistent, I think that would be really good for my blood pressure.
As LSU gears up to take on Florida, it's crucial to rebuild the defense and continue to communicate with one another while on the court. This hard-fought victory keeps LSU's force alive as they continue their way through the season. For Tiger TV, I'm Sophia Donez.
LSU looks to continue to build their momentum as they push through the season. They look to keep this winning streak alive as they face the Florida Gators next week.
Calling Baton Rouge is more than just a song, as former LSU athletes were in town this weekend for homecoming. Former wide receivers Justin Jefferson and Odell Beckham Jr. were at the game, along with other LSU standouts like Paul Skeens, current basketball star Flau'jae Johnson, and former basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal. Jada, how was your homecoming experience?
I can't complain. Ole Miss for 2 of my 3 homecomings so far. I'm so happy, and I had so much fun. Me and my friends have been saying cheers to the girls' weekend all weekend, and girls' weekend it was.
Yeah.
So I loved it. Happy homecoming for sure.
Happy homecoming. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of the Bayou Breakdown. Don't forget to watch Tiger TV's own podcast, The Purple Room, which talks all things LSU sports, entertainment, and culture every Friday on YouTube and Spotify. That's all for now. I'm Madeline Frenchvis.
And I'm Jada Ferris. Have a great night.